Iran issued a warning to the U.S. Navy operating in the Persian Gulf. The White House said today that Iran's just lashing out because its economy is suffering under sanctions aimed at its nuclear program. We asked National Security Correspondent David Martin to look into whether Iran can back up its threats.
Iran wrapped up 10 days of naval exercises by warning the U.S. not to send an aircraft carrier back into the Persian Gulf. It may sound like an empty threat, but it's also clever propaganda. The USS Stennis left the Gulf last week headed for home and won't be back anytime soon. So Iran can claim the Stennis didn't dare return. But two other carriers, the Lincoln and the Vinson, are on their way to the region, and one of them is already scheduled to take part in exercises inside the Gulf. As they have in the past, the Iranians could harass the carrier with their go-fast boats as it transits the 2-mile-wide channel through the Strait of Hormuz. But their chances of stopping a carrier are close to zero. Over the last 10 days, Iran showed off anti-ship missiles, submarines, and hydrofoils to back up a claim they surely don't believe, that closing the Strait of Hormuz to the supertankers which carry 1/5 of the world's oil would be, quote, easier than drinking a glass of water. But the over-the-top rhetoric makes countries stop and think what would happen to their economies if a vital choke point for Mideast oil became a war zone. It's one of the few cards Iran has to play to discourage the rest of the world from enacting tougher economic sanctions against its nuclear program. Sanctions already in place are taking a toll on Iran's economy.
Today's saber rattling sent the price of oil up nearly $4 a barrel. So the threats may be empty, Scott, but they're not meaningless.
David, thank you very much.